Right boys, how you doing? Hope everyone's keeping well. What am I doing today? I am trying to fit a HDMI mod to my PlayStation 2 Fat. Well, actually, it's not technically my PlayStation 2 Fat. It's my daughter's, Tasmin. What she's done is she's given me her PlayStation 2 because it has the right code on the back. This means absolutely nothing to you lot. Oops. 5003 SCPH. But that is just going to go back to Tassie. It's got the guts from my old PlayStation 2, and I've got her guts here and there and there and there and there and there and there. Basically, the board's different, the power supply is different. Okay, my power supply, when you take the bottom off the PS2, it looks like that. On the 5000 and the 3900 onwards, it looks like that. It's up. It's literally flipped the other way around, but it has to be that way up, otherwise you can't do this modification. Right, what am I doing? I am basically trying to put a very fine flex. I mean, this is absolutely minuscule. Now that has to go under there somewhere like that. That has to be soldered down there. Let me just turn the brightness down on this camera a minute. There, so we can see what we're doing. So if I come in a bit closer, this is absolutely, it's basically micro soldering on a good day. Okay, so yeah, here's my finger. So this is stupidly, each one of those fingers has to be soldered onto each one of these little, this side of that. Anyway, unfortunately, this little sausage is in the way. That's a resonator. Ooh, he knows what a resonator is. That is in the way because I can't put this down flat to solder it with that big lump in the way. So I've got to desolder that and move it away and sort of upside down it and stick it on a place like there, and then solder two wires onto it because it's just too fat. It sticks up too far and you can't do that. Anyway, so that is microscopic soldering at its best. Not only have I got to do that, I have to do that to somewhere else. This is the actual board itself. It is a Pixel FX. This is a basic board for most consoles, the old earlier consoles. Anything from N64, GameCube, I'm not sure about SNES and that, but basically you have these jumpers. You see C, D, E and F there. We have to bridge C, D, E and J. J being here, G, H, J. I've bridged it there. So that's bridged. So that's basically ready to go, and that basically goes onto a part of the PlayStation box and points outward, and that is a miniature. No, it's not. That is part of the miniature HDMI slot, which comes out the back. There it is. Okay, so that part there slots into there via this bracketry. It all gets nut and bolted in. You can see the little nuts and bolts in there. And there is the mini HDMI, and I have an adapter that plugs in, and a normal HDMI goes into that. So that all you see on the back of the PlayStation basically is that. After all this work, and here it is on the big screen. And if I move this board around and we watch the big screen at the same time, you can see my little microscope torch. Let's turn the brightness up a bit. Like that. It brightens things up on the screen over there. So I can then finally look at what I'm tacking to, etc. with my great big meat hook soldering iron. And I'm doing this without a safety net as well. So wish me luck. It's my first time micro soldering. I have watched 1 or 2 videos. So, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. Well, I do know what I'm doing. Whether or not I've got the skill and the ability to do it is a completely different thing. Isn't it, dear?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. So, there we go. Let's have another look at what we're dealing with. Let's have a look on the screen. Oops. Yeah, that's the chip we're chipping onto. There, basically. And then I have to put that on there, literally. Like that. Not like that, like that. Bonkers, isn't it? And there's a lot more soldering to go on. And so on and so forth. Now, these little blobs here, let me use my paintbrush to point. These little tiny things, I've had to remove. Oh, beg your pardon. Now, these little blobs just look like bits of solder, don't they? Well, let me just get my super duper camera and unwidgamacall it from there. Let me bring it over to these little blobs and have a look on the screen. Oops. At what they are. Oh, come on. What are they? Where are they even? Oh, come on, Easy. You can do this. You can do this, man. Ah, there we go. It is either a little resistor, or it's a capacitor, or a fuse, but that is literally what these things are. And there's another one over there. And that is literally microscopic. What we're looking at here, sorry about this. What we're looking at here on the screen, right, is literally this microscopic dot on the table there. That is what I'm dealing with. Anyway, yes, I'm still about on my channel. I'm sorry I haven't posted for a while. Lots of things have been contributing to the fact that I haven't. Basically, the main thing is the weather. I've not been able to get out there and do what I want to do. I need to sort my shed out completely so I can get the BSA A3 trike finished or sorted, and then I can start the Bergman strip down and restore. And I need to also fit the tachometer properly to, or the new when it turns up, to the BSA Meteor. Sorry up there. Royal Enfield Meteor 350 Supernova, no less. So there we go. That's what I'm up to at the moment. This is so taxing. It's brain draining. I can't do it for very long because obviously I haven't got a brain. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough at the top. I've been looking at my statistics on my channel, and it's come to my notification that not many of you are subscribed. Why is that, may I ask? Subscriptions. What is subscriptions all about? Subscription. If a channel gets a certain amount of subscribers, it sort of takes it up the charts, if you like, on viewings, and then it gets spread more, and so on and so forth. So the more likes, the more subscribers I get. It's not about likes; it's about subscriptions. The whole thing. So the more subscriptions I get, the better for me and the channel to grow, basically, because I'm now not earning, so therefore I need to earn, basically, don't I? So yeah, if you could subscribe, please. You don't have to hit the notification bell, so every time you get a video out, perhaps once a year, it'll it'll pop up on your little phone there or your telly or whatever. But yeah, it really would help my channel to grow. So if you could, just pop subscribe, tick that box, and all is well in the world, isn't it? Anyway, enough of me waffling. I'll be back later on another episode probably to see if I've completely mucked this up or whether it works or not. Right, yeah. All right, take care, guys and girls, and big hugs to all, and I'll see you again when the sun comes out. Yeah, righto, Easy.